I don't know.
Before Jason Nash was a YouTuber with over 1 million subscribers, another million on Instagram, and 500,000 on Twitter. He's also been in a relationship with Prajapati, and recently, they went through a pretty highly publicized breakup.
To go, Trish. I can't spend the whole day with you, Trish.
I can't believe this.
And we got matching swimsuits for so look at that.
Before Jason was among the first Vine superstars, earning over 500,000 followers on the app within his very first month.
Matt, why are you single?
I just really want to work on myself before investing in someone else, you know?
Nice. What about you, Jason?
Nobody wants to date me.
Before Jason was the semi-finalist on Last Comic Standing.
My life's a mess since I had kids, mostly because I live with a 3-year-old white kid who sounds like a World War II Japanese general. You play trains now, Daddy!
Now, if you're one of those people who think YouTube is a platform for children, or perhaps you're an entertainment hopeful who thinks that you're too old to catch a break, well, Jason, he can be your inspiration. Also, you can look at me as well. Now, he's a divorced father, age 45, who's been working in show business since his 20s. The new digital generation has embraced him wholeheartedly, and he credits himself on his own Twitter account as the old guy from the vlogs.
I love watching the waves.
I'm in love with you, Brandon.
The man is absolutely hilarious, and this is one of the better stories I get to tell here on this channel, not only because I'm a fan, but I can relate to his hustle. Also, he has a bit of a tendency to bloat up while on vacation, and I can relate to that as well. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Michael McCrudden, documenting the life and career of Jason Nash prior to fame, here for you on Before They're Famous. Now, we try and spread some love around here on this channel. We do bios on YouTubers, athletes, actors, trending little taste stories, you know, whatever's going on. There's been a lot of requests for us to do one on David Dobrik, so consider it done. Dobrik. I'll learn how to say his name correctly before I do it. All right, now let's get into Jason Nash. Hey, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell. Boom!
Kids have like an amazing ability to know exactly what you're going through at that moment and then like eviscerate you with it, like stab you with that.
Jason Nash was born on May 23rd, 1973 in Boston, Massachusetts. Now, his mother Lorraine, she regularly appears in his videos, and he actually has an older sister. Now, from the research we've done on Jason, the details of his early years are a little far and few between. Now, I do have a scheduled trip to LA where I'm going to be interviewing a bunch of stars, so maybe me and him can sit down and do a little one-on-one and fill in all these details. I promise it won't be too weird. But with Jason, he's really into the weird stuff. Jason established himself as a jack of all trades, and he fell into the comedy business while attending the University of Massachusetts in Amherst. Now, Jason eventually, he found himself in New York City, where he got a job at the NBC building, and it was there he became an assistant to Norm Macdonald on Saturday Night Live, where he would work directly underneath him, photocopying jokes for the show's Weekend Update segment. Norm soon noticed that Jason, he had something special. He was like, "You're really funny, you should just get up on stage." And I was like, "Oh, you really think so?" So he really inspired me to get up on stage in the beginning. After some inspiring words from the comedy legend, Jason began to perform for himself. Now, seeking out stage time in New York City's stand-up circuit, the entertainer began developing his own one-man shows. He also found a new job writing for MTV. Then in 2001, Jason made the move to Los Angeles, where he got to work on the VH1 show Random Play.
You could just tell me that we need eggs and not make me climb up the ladder here. It was funny once.
Okay, John.
Now, if you know anything about pitching and selling your own ideas in Hollywood, it's no easy venture. Jason, however, he seemed to have a bit of luck when he hit the town with his show titled The Shaman. In 2006, he went to MTV and he pitched the premise for his web series that focused on a wannabe guru moving out to LA to make a living healing people. Now, to help him get the show off the ground, he enlisted the help of his former sketch comedy comrades. I'm talking about Mike Bleeden and Matt Price, who along with Jason formed the appropriately titled sketch troupe known as Price, Nash, and Bleeden. Hope I'm saying his name correctly.
I have come to the city to follow my vision quest. I must search for the one who will be my shaman partner.
Jason shot the series with the intention of making a lasting impression for future people to see his talent. Produced on a low budget, he stated in an interview with LA Weekly, "I was really naive. I thought I'll make this web show and it'll be so great that they'll give me a TV show. It doesn't work like that. You still have to pitch the TV show, and people in the TV business want to have a hand in what you do." Now living in LA, Jason's career as a comedian was starting to come into fruition. He also appeared on Last Comic Standing, where he became a semi-finalist. He continued to work on his one-man shows. His next project was titled In the Land of Tall Buildings and Red Fire Engines. And Jason, well, he started coming from a more personal place. This one featured Jason telling various anecdotes from his life, and soon, well, he was attracting the attention of execs at atom.com. Impressed by his humor and creative ability, they asked him to develop an all-new web series for their site, which I've never heard of, but at least they had some cash. Seizing the opportunity, Jason named this series Jason Nash is Married. The show documented the fictional day-to-day life of Jason as he lived with his wife, played by actress Busy Phillips from Freaks and Geeks. Not long after that, well, GQ, they decided to expand their brand onto YouTube, and they recruited Jason to host a show called How to Be a Man. Now, this was a mock series where the comedian would host fake interviews with a variety of reluctant celebrities, most notably an episode where he showed up at Jim Gaffigan's house. Jim Gaffigan, take a look. I'm serious, I'm bad with the names.
JG, Jim Gaffigan in the house, comedic legend. I'm friends with him. What's up?
Hi.
Along with additional collaborations with ComedyCentral.com as well as MTV, Jason was becoming the go-to personality for companies that wanted to springboard new projects. Basically an old guy who's good in comedy, who knew what was going on online. Now Jason decided to use this new thing called Vine, and that was just for him.
Hey, I'm hungry. You want to go get
Taco Bell, Jinx, you owe me a kiss on the lips. You're not going anywhere, Brandon.
Trick or treat.
I've got a trick.
We'd prefer a treat.
Well, then get the fuck off my property.
All of Jason's hard work and comedy were quickly paying off, and he became an overnight celebrity via Vine. He was also catching the attention of brands. He teamed up with Regal Cinemas, in which they created the series Date Night Fails, where he would go to the movie with like some random girl, and hilarity would ensue. With a series of fun videos made with his friends, his platform would eventually gain him close to 1.3 million subscribers, which he has at the time of this recording, and he has an additional YouTube channel which he's made with his family, and this one, well, it's family friendly. On top of all this, he's also ventured into the podcast world with Views, which ended up climbing to number 3 on iTunes podcast charts, and earned him and David Dobrik an award. I think it was a Streamy.
We just record these podcasts on like Tuesday morning. Like,
sure.
Nice and fresh.
Dude.
Out the kitchen, as R. Kelly would say.
Guys, let's make things clear right now. We had our best month of views.
In 2007, Jason began dating fellow YouTube star Trisha Paytas, and the two went on a few dates, but Jason reportedly did not have an interest in a relationship due to his busy work schedule, as well as spending time with his son Wyatt and his daughter Charlie. Well, in 2018, the relationship was announced to be going a little hot and heavy because Trisha's a babe. She's also been all over the entertainment industry, and I just feel like these two were soulmates. Now, there has been some recent drama between the two. Are they breaking up? Is it all over? I'll let you tell me what you think. At the time of the recording, it looks like they've patched things up, and I got a feeling we're gonna be seeing them together for a very long time. Honestly, it's not only me, the girls I date, they always pull this couple up, and they're like, they're soulmates. It's really cute. Also why I made this video, because the Trisha one, it's doing really well. As for the rest of the story, well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see, because this is before they're famous. My name is Michael McCrudden, and we make all sorts of celebrity bios here for you on this channel. The YouTube ones, they're almost impossible to make. That's why I hope to be doing more interviews when I go to LA in August. I'll see you guys in another video. My name is Michael McCrudden. You already know that. Blah, 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 blah. Bye.